I don't have to fear the darkness. I don't have to fear not being here for people that I love. Almost 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic metastatic cancer. And it was like my world fell through. Like, how can this happen to me when I've tried so hard to be as healthy as I could be so I could spend so many retired years with my children and my soon-to-be grandchildren, and how I would be able to have a great purpose in my life to give to the people that I loved. And I just felt devastated, and how would I do that with the challenges that I had in my life? And my younger daughter said, "Mom, there's a nice little church down the street from you. I think we should go try that out." And as soon as I walked in the door, I met Pastor Mario and his wife. And immediately they came up to us and gave us a hug and welcomed us to their church. And I listened to the sermon, and I found so much in what was being said that afterwards, when I wanted to speak to Pastor Mario, he asked me what brought us there. And I told him that I've been on a journey for the past 8 years when my husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and how I was trying to refigure my life and what was most important to me, and be able to focus more on him and what was caring. And then when I received cancer, I thought it was even more of an opportunity to redefine who I am. And this was my chance to find Jesus, to find God, because I always had a higher power, but I knew that there was something more. I just didn't know how to grasp it and how to find it. Before I really knew God, I was sort of floating through life with the golden rule: do unto others what you would like them to do unto you. And that was always satisfying, because I knew that was a good way to think. And that was the best I was able to do, given my background and my experiences with how religion was presented to me through growing up. And I tried never to feel bitterness, because religion never seemed to be helpful when I was a child or as I was growing up, because I didn't have the proper role models. I didn't meet the people who had the experiences that I needed. So I would read, and I would try to develop my own character and who I wanted to be just by witnessing people. But again, that's only people. I could only witness people. If I had never encountered Jesus, I would still be the good person that I know I am, because I worked all my life to be that way. But I know I'd be stumbling a lot. Like the fear of dying has always been there, very deep-rooted and very frightening, and I stumble with that. And all I can feel is Jesus' smile and him holding my hand saying, "You're not alone. And when you're gone, you won't be alone. Life will continue to be in a much more beautiful place. And the people I leave behind will not be alone." And I had never experienced that before. I was always, how will my children get by without me? How will my husband get by without me? How will? It was like I was the center of the universe. And I've realized that I am the center of their universe, but I'm not all their universe. I know that Jesus is there for them. I know that God will guide them. I know that God will open his arms to them when they're ready. And in knowing that, I just have a peace that fills me, that my love, like Jesus' love, is eternal and forever. Every day, I picture God just rolling me up in his blanket and holding me to his chest. And then putting my hand out and just holding hands with Jesus and letting him guide me through my day. And even though some days it seems like I'm spending a lot of time asking for something like, please take away the pain, or please take away this darkness or this doubt that's inside of me, most of the time I find myself just in pure serenity that I'm in good hands, and everyone around me is in good hands. It's not trying to prove anything to anyone. It's really what's inside of me, and it just has a way of coming out. And I hope that everything that comes out of me is the word of Jesus and gives some peace and comfort to people. In Jesus's rising during the resurrection, it proves to me that he lived and his life will go on. That his life wasn't just a capsule while he was on earth. His love and his life is eternal. And therefore, he's given me and everyone else the opportunity for an eternal, endless life of love. And without his dying and being resurrected, that wouldn't have taken place. And I almost feel the same with me, because the only thing you know in life is that you are going to die. That's the only guarantee. But it's how you die and the message you want to get out. I mean, I'm sure that Jesus and God didn't want the suffering and the pain, but it was for something that was a much bigger picture than just the suffering and the pain. It was salvation for everyone. And I know that I feel that salvation inside of me, that there's hope. No matter what, there's hope. And that life will continue, and life will be even better.